a change for $1. He got a change for $1. She got a change for $1. Hell, I had to change for $1. Change for $1. He got a change for $1. She had to change for $1. Microphone tatted in my flesh, people ask me if I sing. I tell them that I rap, they start looking for a chain. Just blame it on they brain, got some ignorant ass views, TV and radio, fake niggas on YouTube. Had to get my shit together like a separate tank, they said I can't. Now I'm the one who had them numbers when the check is blank. Paid the cost to be the boss, you paid the cost to bear the ball. Cause I'm but a motherfucker, check on your cholesterol. Most folks your ass would never do what I did, and I started seeing better with some heavy eyelids. When you really put in work, you ain't got the time to hang. And bitches realize you ain't bout no diamond ring. People fall off the map and they don't call back. Can't understand that ultimately you working for them. See, riches in the lotto, wealth is popping bottles on the highway to heaven. Still dodging potholes, money been an issue. Needing it and getting more. Put my team together, now we work it like a pick and roll. Prayer and sacrifice should be the only monetary. I keep my business tighter than a monastery. And not a building with a steeple, I'm building with the people. Getting paper bittersweet if you ain't equal. Did some things illegal, look what good it brought about. Opportunity wasn't knocking, so I caught him at his mama house. You gotta change for $1. He gotta change for $1. She gotta change for $1. Hell, I had to change for $1. Change for $1. He gotta change for $1. She had to change for $1. I had to change for $1. You gotta change for $1. He gotta change for $1. She for $1. Hell, I had to change for $1. Change for $1. He gotta change for $1. She had to change for $1. I had to change. I was just that average nigga nobody rooted for, the one nobody ever thought they see in the studio. From Bama to Atlanta, got them jonesing like Julio. Bitches that ain't give me shit, hands for dick and they boo that hoe. Movement hoe, couldn't buzz me with Jesus' hands. Dreams and plans of feeding fans. I was broke while I wrote, bread and jelly, Peter Pan. He demand compensation for that work he put in. All that Epsom salt that he had to soak his foot in. Soak my dogs, hoping hard from a hopeless job. Life is shambles, so I gamble with some broken laws. No regard for a charge, so you know I'm scarred. No more than I can handle, so the answers go to God. And I did, eyes closed and my knees bent. Heavenly Father, mama so worried, but I need rent. Niggas steady holler about they dollars, but they need sense. Preachers backsliding, so why I gotta repent?
Peace, peace, peace. We gonna do this thing again. We gonna get it right. I appreciate everybody that stuck and stayed with me. I am your host, Kofa. We're going to start over fresh. I am your host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not Kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. This is Growth Talk Podcast. Growth stands for gentlemen reaching our wealth through healing, where we help men find a positive fuck it. Thank you for everybody being in here. Today is Tuesday, July 25th. The time is now 8:10 p.m. in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. I had to start over, and like Auntie said, the third time is the charm. I don't know. I hope I'm coming through clear now. So apparently I am. I appreciate everybody coming back in. For those that are viewing for the first time, since this is my third time starting over tonight, because we're getting through this live tonight. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. It's free. Y'all uppercut, suplex, Hadouken the like button. It's free. For those new viewers I have that may just be peeking your head in the door, that's the only rule I have. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. It's free. I want you to also hit the subscribe button. If I have to earn your subscription, I understand. I respect that. I'm going to continue to cook. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to put in the effort. So I'm going to be here. So you might as well go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. I really appreciate everybody being in here. Salute the Broken Traditions. I got to pause real quick, acknowledge the super chat. Again, he already sent me $5 from the other one. So I'm not going to delete that live, even though it was only like 13 minutes. I'm not going to delete it. Unfortunately, it's just have to live in perpetuity because I don't know if I delete it, if it'll delete the super chat. I don't know how that works. The second time around, Brother Wrench Turner came in and he dropped $5 on me. And I'm not going to delete that part again because that was only a couple of minutes. I was glitching bad. I don't know why. Maybe my salute to Derek Gaines, brother. I appreciate you. Maybe my computer was overheating outside. I thought it was cool enough to be out there. I have a fan on my computer, like pointed at my computer, like a desk fan to keep it cool. But maybe that's what the issue was. Is what it is. Y'all let me know if y'all like this lighting because I did not do that shit on purpose. I had the lights up and then it went, I guess something else overheated. It went out on me. And now I'm just in here with the red lights on. Y'all let me know if y'all like this. Let me slide over. Salute to Derek Gaines. Well, that's Aaron J. Salute, brother. A.A. Ron, I appreciate you for the super chat, the $5 super chat. Thank you. There you go. It might take a little second to come through. Derek Gaines hit me with the $2. Matter of fact, I got a sound bite when it come through for the $2. For those in the South that know anything about the blues, I think you're gonna know this song. Let me find it. I was not expecting to be getting cash tonight, so I'm a little bit caught off guard. What I do, I know I got it in here somewhere, and I got to play it when y'all drop that. When y'all drop those $2 hollers on me. Let me see. Give me one quick second. I'm going through my list. This is not on the soundboard. There we go. So if you know, you know.
These last $2.
If y'all know that Johnny Taylor, y'all know what that is. I appreciate you, DG. I appreciate you, Broken Traditions. Aaron, I appreciate you, good brother. Black Trucker Mafia just dropped one on me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. God bless y'all, man. Sip. You see what he said on the screen. Keep going, brethren. That's what we talking about. Building men. Hold on. Auntie Sean says, like Barry White lighting, right on, right on. Play that Johnny Taylor. You know it. I know Auntie know. Let me bring this light back up. I got to figure out some stuff with my equipment, y'all, because this is killing me. I don't know if I got to go. So I'm going to have to burn some sage or some shit. There you go, Black Trucker Mafia. It finally came through. Quiet Storm just hit me with the $2 holler, brother. I appreciate you. There you go. Now it's coming through quick.
These last $2.
Appreciate you, good brother. Hold on. Sean said, play that blues mama from Arkansas. I feel you, auntie. Country gal, all good. DG, I don't know if you know about that last $2 up there up north, but yes, thank you for everybody that came back with me. Y'all don't know what that shit mean, man. For real.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease. Got it! Hotter than fish grease. Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
You go, girl. Cause I told you, I'm a lame.
Check. I don't know what the hell happened. See? Thank you, Quiet Storm. I don't know what the hell is going on with my equipment today, man. This shit is tripping. Thank you for that, brother. Quiet Storm came through with the let me test this piece, nothing to see. $2, brother. Again, I appreciate you.
These last $2.
I was excited because Mo on the Go came through with the $20 holler. Again, I'm seeing that. Let me see. Let me move this down. I had to move that out the way. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate it, sis. I hit you with the...
You go, girl.
And the...
Because I told you, I'm a lame.
All right, y'all said I was muted. I don't know why that shit went out on me like that. Again, flying the plane while I'm building the plane while I'm flying it. Now this is another part of it, getting monetized. I got to learn that part of the game too. Thank you. Look, Broke Tradition says my last $2.
These last $2.
All right, there it goes. Now I can see that my mic is on. Y'all were telling me I was muted. I was just saying thank you to everybody. There we go. There we go. Black Trucker Democracy, watch out for using copyrighted music. That is one thing I have learned. If it's under about 5 seconds, Black Trucker Mafia. So when you get going real good, bro, if it's under about 5 seconds, you can kind of get away with it. Let me keep going. Got 13 people watching. Thank you all. So again, y'all see the thumbnail. Like I was saying before I started glitching outside, the reason why I use the acronym for B.U.I.L.D going forward, as I started the monetization process, I'm building something literally with the memberships. So give me a minute to work on that. But the acronym for B.U.I.L.D is Brothers United in Learning and Doing. So I don't know what all is going to entail right now. I couldn't tell you. I came up with the acronym like years ago, and I just always held on to it, right? Then when I got monetized like a couple of days ago or whatnot, I don't know. I thought about this live. Again, I'll get into why we're doing this live tonight and having this discussion. And as I was riding around, I was taking care of a lot of business today. I went to the bank. So again, I shared with y'all that Growth Talk Entertainment is an official LLC. I shared that with you about a week or two ago. I'm proud to say I ran by the bank today and officially started the business account. So give myself one.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
So I need y'all to know that I'm taking this serious, and it is deeper than YouTube. I dropped a couple of videos, and that's why I'm big on brothers sharing their story. So we're going to talk brotherhood tonight. The sisters are more than welcome. You're welcome to take these tenets and go share that with your sisters, share that with your male cousins, your brothers, and all that stuff. The ladies are always welcome here. Like I say, y'all be respectful. We're going to be respectful to the women here. Speaking of that, that's a good segue for those who were in here a little bit earlier. I was I'm not gonna say a problem. I had somebody that unsubscribed because he felt like I was downing black women, right? And I shared with y'all a little bit earlier that I've also gotten that in my personal life. It's like, Kofa, why do you hate black women so much? I don't. We see what the fuck they're doing. Unfortunately, in the black community, we tend to give black women a pass. We've always done it from the time it can be the youngest sister out of all the siblings. And if it's a girl, she run the household. We see that all the time. She knows how to pitch a fit. She knows how to be sweet to certain people, to get candy and different shit like that. Women learn these tools and these traits early on. Then when we get into the dating market, nothing really changes. When we get into these marriages, nothing really changes. When we get into just interacting with women a lot of times, nothing really changes. They know who to cry with. They know who and how to manipulate people. And we don't call it manipulation. We call it, that's just how women are. But if I start out my conversation with, hey, women do X, Y, and Z, you're going to tell me that I'm an asshole, I'm an incel, I'm gay, I need to go get therapy, I hate my mama, I hate women, I hate black women specifically, this, that, and the third. So that is what triggered this tonight. Not necessarily that I lost a subscriber. It was the way that he thought and the conversation that I also have outside of YouTube, because I told y'all I'm big on us taking these conversations offline. So when people are telling me different stuff like that, I'm like, hey, let's analyze this. Let's take a look at this for real. Can you call me a liar? People don't like my tone? Cool. They don't like that I cuss? Cool. They don't like the thought process I have? Cool. Can you call me a liar? And the answer is
No.
And again, we're going to get into that real quick. I'll just simply say, tell these sisters, stop giving me and brothers like me ammo. You can't tell us that you're not doing something when we're watching you on socials every day. When we see you, even though a lot of us don't want to, son Moses done drop 10 bomb on me, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hold on, let me slide over real quick. Thank you, good brother. Thank you. I got to get some more drops for some bread, but y'all see Deadpool hopping up on the screen. So I'm not going to go Red Pool tonight because I'm speaking to the brothers. But where'd I leave off? Oh, as far as women telling us they don't do certain things, we have too much evidence. Like a lot of these women know they're being recorded. They know how things are. Everybody has a camera phone. They don't care. They go act a fool. They slut out. They do all that shit. That's going to be Thursday's live. But tonight we're talking brotherhood. But I'm going to let you know what triggered this. And thank you for everybody being in here. I'm going to let you know what triggered it. Get to y'all comments. Then we're going to start rolling on the videos. So this is from a previous subscriber. Hold on. Let me make sure I bring my camera back up. There we go. There my ugly ass go. Appreciate y'all. So right here, again, you see the sister above him. Take heed to the message. Love her content. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe. She's a solid one. She's a real one. I've been watching her for like the last week and a half now. Sis cooks. And she does it in such a beautiful and easy way. And Mona is right up there with her. I give Mona, and there's no shot at Mona, I give Mona about another month when she really, really get comfortable with this YouTube shit. Oh, Mona gonna be on fire. So y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Mona D. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Take Heed to the Message and any other content creators I have in the chat. Y'all make sure y'all drop y'all links in the chat as well, because social media is supposed to be social. So let's get into it, y'all. So this is from a guy, Gary. Y'all see he's the second comment. Again, do not go trying to find this dude on social media on my behalf. Please don't do that, because it's not that serious and it's unnecessary. We build men over here. We don't tear each other down. Even when we breaking each other down, there's a difference between tearing each other down and breaking each other down to build each other back up. We'll discuss that in a little bit. But don't go trying to find this dude and fuck with him on my behalf. That's not what Kofa about. But Gary said, and this was in reference again to my Carly Russell video. To my Tiana Allen video talking about the sister in Dubai. I said Carly Russell earlier. I meant Tiana, I think it is, Allen, over there in Dubai. So I did a video for that. And then he came in here with this comment. He says, I used to appreciate your channel when it was about building men. But this here, always finding the worst in black women, isn't right, to say the least. Other races do it too, but it is what it is. Cool. I can take constructive criticism, but I had to respond. Simply because that's how I respond in real life. So I said, I'm still building men. You may have missed Tuesday. I think that was the second Sigma video we did. You may have missed Tuesday or any other day that I pour into men. How am I finding the worst in black women? And this is what they're putting out publicly. I have plenty of black women that support my channel because they know I'm coming from a place of love, even calling out this BS. I'm still helping men find a positive fuck it. If I said other races do business too and supported their business, there would be no issue. Yeah, there would be an issue. Excuse me. I'm aware they do, women or other races, having issues with their women. I'm aware they do, and I've mentioned that plenty of times. Please ask the sisters to stop giving me ammo. This is what many men have to contend with when dating and have unfortunately accepted. Part of building men is letting them know what to avoid.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I'm big on telling the truth. I'm big on getting the information out there. I'm big on us taking a actual, logical, non-emotional look at what's going on. There are so many brothers, again, that have accepted this and just laid down. And I'm tired of watching brothers basically walk themselves into a grave behind a woman who wouldn't piss on them if they was on fire. Make sure my mic is good. I'm just tired of seeing that. Again, I know I'm not the only one. I know a lot of brothers have watched older black men stay with a woman, loyal, did what he was supposed to do. I'm not talking about the cheaters and the players that got kids all over town. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the men that took care of home, did what they supposed to do. those are the guys that usually get fucked in the end. They end up living in a rinky-dink ass apartment with a rinky-dink ass car, and mama is living off his alimony, her new boyfriend, and her side dude type of money. And she may have a good job, and then she gonna say, I'm just focused on me and my kids. While these older men are usually stressed out and walking themselves into a grave. I'm sick of seeing that shit. So yes, I'm gonna call out the sisters' bullshit. Y'all have seen me on here. I support the sisters when they stand with us, and even if they're not necessarily standing with us, if they're just right, I'm with them. But the stereotypical bullshit tropes and traits of the black community that the black man ain't shit, I ain't with that. We ain't gonna have that. Not in the house of Kofa. Not in the Growth family. We're not gonna do that. That being said, let me get over to y'all comments. Oh, let me show this one other screen. I forgot that. Here we go. This was the Tiana Allen video where I said locked up abroad. Where my camera? Again, I had to come back in. Thank y'all for continuing to rock with me. There I go. But yeah, as you see, when we had that conversation, I went to my analytics later on, -1 subscriber. So on YouTube, once the analytics run through, you can see how many people viewed, how many watch hours you got, and how many subscribers you may have gained. If it's not any subscribers that you gained, it'll be a little line like here in my estimated revenue.
You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
My estimated revenue is 0 right now because I just got monetized, but it's all good. Let me bring it back. But yeah, so if nobody subscribed from watching that video, it'll just have that line like my estimated revenue. But if I get subscribers, it'll say +2 plus however many people subscribe after watching this video. So I lost a subscriber, but it's all good. Let me pivot back over to me. And now I'm gonna get to y'all. Comments. Let me catch up real quick. So Moses had dropped that 10 bomb on me. I appreciate it. DG says, I'm here for that talk, Kofa. Yes, we building brothers today, bro. Jay Fleming snuck in the building, brother. I appreciate you being in here.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Melanin A1, I appreciate you being in here, sis.
You go, girl.
Thank you. I think I heard your name in a couple of other people's chats. We probably follow some of the same people. Y'all talking. Auntie Sean says, this is how you build, nephew. You're on the way. Thank you, Auntie.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, Quiet Storm says, pull up that simp comment. Corey Joe says, this is all true. Mo says, did y'all see the conscious Lee talking about Sukiyana deserves respect, especially from black men? I was like, sure the hell not.
You go, girl.
I didn't see that unless you're talking about Umar. Other than that, I didn't see anybody else from the conscious community saying that. Goddamn, my light is off. There we go, a little bit better. All right, excuse me, y'all. Let's see. Some Moses with the 10 spot again. Let's see. DG says you haven't said anything I disagree with. I appreciate that, good brother. If I ever do, feel free to let me know. We can have a conversation. You know, me and you have talked a couple of times offline, DG. So, you know, it's all love. Yes, Corey Joe says, hit the like button, please, ma'am, sir. If you're just tuning in, that's the one rule other than general respect. That's the one rule I have. Take your shoes off when you come in my house. Hit the like button. Quiet Storm says, I dropped the links for Kofa. I'll drop their links if Kofa ever figured the Rubik's Cube on wrenching me up.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Look, I showed you that night, Quiet Storm. You knew I wasn't lying. I know you was like, this nigga full of shit. He ain't tried to give me no damn wrench. I went through, I brought the screen up. I could not find you. And you saw it was like 4 or 5 other Quiet Storms out there. I don't know why, bro, but we gonna work it out. We gonna figure it out on the backside. I might have to hit somebody else up that I know gave you a wrench, because I think Drew gave you one. So I might have to hit Drew or somebody. Y'all see Jay Fleming's YouTube link. So y'all go through, follow brother. Sean says, like Cat Williams said about the producer snorting drugs in front of him. Nigga, don't you know I can see you?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
concerning calling sisters out on their BS. Like, yes, we see y'all. Ladies, we see y'all. Let me get through. Corey Joe says, where he at? I don't know, bro. I ain't even bothered with it. I left that comment and kept on cooking. I ain't gonna cap though. It did bother me. I talked to Broken Traditions about it. He was like, bro, that's the game. I was like, I know it is, man, but I just hate hearing that from people because I know I present more than that. It's like people only hear the negative stuff from Kofa, but when I'm pouring into brothers, when I'm pouring into black women, which I've done way more than brothers, I told you I am a reformed simp. So pouring into sisters, and for people to only hear, oh, you hate black women when I talk, it used to bother me. That one kind of did, losing a subscriber at that time. But now, like I said, I lost him and I got like 5 or 6 more over the last couple of days. So we're going to keep on cooking. The new goal, by the way, is 5,000 subscribers. So I'm on a push for that. So y'all share. Quiet Storm says, are we learning yet? Auntie is always here. Receipts, big facts. Mo called Tiana Letira whack. Mo says basically tired of codependent women. I think codependency is a good thing. Again, as a man, Mo, I'm gonna pivot real quick from the topic tonight. Just as a man, if I can't get sick or injured on the job and know my woman can hold down the house in my absence or my injury, they ain't the woman I want to be with. So that's just Kofa. I don't know. Some guys talk that paying 100% shit. That's all well and good. Again, I've shared with you, my parents are going on 43 years of marriage. I've seen my dad stand behind a stove. I've seen my mama stand behind a lawnmower.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
BT says next time he sees me, he's going to show me how to give Quiet Storm a wrench. So I don't know. Let's keep on going. Quiet Storm says, please school that man. Bless his heart. You saw me on the live, bro. I showed you I could not give you a wrench. I tried. Look, he said, let me unsubscribe just to mess up the analytics. Oh, that's fucked up.
Got it! It's hotter than fish grease!
Oh, let me keep on going. She says, Auntie says, see these gangsters pay me, I'll cut off a slice of cheese, still wanting to punch them in the throat. Look, trolling. Now Quiet Storm trolling. But yeah, Auntie, some of these women, I'll let y'all handle some of these women. I'm going to talk about it too, but y'all, ultimately it's going to take women to cook that. So I got to cook with the brothers. I got to build with the brothers. Let me slide over here to the comment. No, I'm almost caught up with y'all comments. Let me see. Sean says, Auntie says, when I mean the damn phone types, it's on. Oh, yeah, she be struggling over there. Big Smooth in the building.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Quiet Storm says, I was called a simp 3 years ago. They were 500% right. Reform simp. Big facts. All right, now we're going to get into the content. I'm caught up with you guys' comments. Thank you for everybody being in here. Again, y'all make sure y'all suplex, uppercut, and rock bottom, and Hadouken that like button for me. So now that we know why we're titling this tonight, brothers, it is imperative we build together. Again, thus the acronym Brothers United in Learning and Doing. That spans across the globe, across race. Find like-minded people to build with. Of course, just by default, we're probably going to start in our own community with black people. But again, you don't know who's going through what and who fucking needs you at any given time. So while it's important to be that lone wolf, to be that pack of one that I've spoken of in the Sigma conversations, again, you still got to be able to have a tight-knit group that you can build with. If it's not for long-term business, at least get what you need and give him what he needs at the time. That respect is going to go a long way because you don't know whose path you're going to cross again later on in life. Because of digital, because of social media, digital marketing, digital nomads, passport brothers and all that shit, just technology, period. The world is shrinking. I'm getting pretty good at fucking Spanish because of Duolingo on my phone. So, tis what it is. Let's keep on going, but let me get into this. This is a word from brother DC Young Fly. I never commented when he lost his queen. RIP to her, and God bless this brother for still continuing to go strong for himself, his family, and his kids. But this is a quick word from DC, so let's hear the brother.
But the spiritual mind gonna always tell you a soldier. It don't matter how many scratches you got on your back. If he keep waking you up every morning, if he keep giving you the energy, nigga, you better strap on your motherfucking boots, nigga, and use whatever you going through as motivation to reach the finish line. Why would you not reach the finish line and you done went through all you done went through?
Tell me where that brother lying at.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You have already gone through hell and high water, brothers. Again, me and DG have had conversations. Me and Broken Traditions have had conversations. I've had conversations with my friends nowhere near the YouTube space, not even as subscribers and viewers. You've gone through straight up hell as a man. Why would you stop before the finish line? That means every scratch, bruise, burn, abrasion, break, fracture that you went through was for naught, because you didn't take it until your last breath. And again, everything is not about the women. I've said it. I played a clip of Kevin Samuel saying that women aren't the enemy. They're doing what a lot of them are going to do. That's the part of finding a positive fuck it. She cheated, fuck it. You get to go live and leave. You get to do that. Unfortunately, a lot of brothers feel like they can't because their finances are tied up in a marriage or something like that. Let me tell you something women are good at. They're great at having a fucking plan B. So you need to have your exit strategy as a man. Bring it back on what Brother DC just said. You done went through all that hell. You gonna tell me you're not gonna cross the finish line? It doesn't matter if it's later than sooner. Because other people, again, sorry, but the sisters will try to take jabs at you and tell you, oh, you're a late bloomer. It take black men so long to develop and different things like that. It's a fucking lie. Stop adhering to these lies. I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. And I know I'm heavier than what I should be. But how I feel internally, mentally, spiritually, in total. At 41 years old, 22-year-old Kofa can't fuck with 41-year-old Kofa. I want y'all to feel the same fucking way. I done went through too much. And now I can see this finish line. That's why I keep talking about my military retirement in the next few years. That's why I keep talking about growing growth talk in the next few years. Because I see something that I'm going forward to. I'm almost at the finish line. And then guess what? When I get to that finish line, there's another step. There's another goal. There's another purpose I got to go to. Let's get to the next video. Let me see. Yeah, Broken Tradition says, you got to finish the job. DG says, I hear you, brother. Quiet Storm says, talk to him, Kofa. I am, bro. That's what we here for. This is what we build. This is why we build. Now let's listen to Mr. Popular himself, Jordan Peterson. I got 2 videos from him. But again, these little snippets are going to be real quick. Again, I don't know how long we're going to be on. I said it earlier when we first started. I was like, damn, we might be on two hours. But we ended up having to start a little bit late to get the actual broadcast going, man. But again, thank everybody for watching. Thank anybody ninja watching. Just make sure you hit that subscribe and that like button for me. Both of them are free, especially the new viewers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But let's hear from Mr. Jordan Peterson.
In what sense is our society male-dominated?
The fact that the vast majority of wealth is owned by men, the vast majority of capital is owned by men. Women do more unpaid labor.
A very tiny proportion of men, and a huge proportion of people who are seriously disaffected are men. Most people in prison are men. Most people who are on the street are men. Most victims of violent crime are men. Most people who commit suicide are men. Most people who die in wars are men. People who do worse in school are men. Where's the dominance here precisely? What you're doing is you're taking a tiny substrata of hyper-successful men and using that to represent the entire structure of Western society. There's nothing about that that's vaguely appropriate.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
What that white woman just did is what women in general across the board, regardless of race or class, do. They'll find this small number of men and make that the totality of what men are. And they'll attach something negative to it. If she hears about a guy that's abusive, now men in general are abusive. If she hears about a guy cheating, now men in general are cheaters. Now she's saying that men have all this power. And what is she talking about? The literal 1%. Jordan wasn't having that shit. He had to clarify. Most of the people going through actual life struggles. Let me explain this so the men understand. Again, we're building brothers tonight. Understand, bro, when women are talking about all the stuff they've gone through, short of a physical assault, sexual, or a punch to the face or something like that, what they're talking about is their feelings. I've had to give a lot of women a straightening, just like Jordan Peterson just did, because guess what? You're talking about your feelings. When men open up and we do talk, we are talking about shit that actually impacts our life. So even if I'm talking about my feelings, it's usually attached to something fucking real that can impact my life financially, physically, health-wise, or the life of my family and those that I care about. Usually women don't go through that unless it's them and their kids. And sometimes it's not even they fucking kids they worried about.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brothers, please start paying attention when women start talking like this. Stop getting so fucking flustered. Again, get out your emotions, because I know it pisses you off, because it pisses me off. It bothers me, and truth told, man to man, that shit hurts. In the black community, it don't feel good knowing you'll move heaven and earth for these women. Heaven, earth, and hell for a lot of these women. Again, I got to bring up my conversation that I had on IG. I'm going to do that on Thursday. But we do a lot for women. We do a lot for other people for the look of it sometimes, and we leave ourselves out. Sometimes it's for the look, sometimes it is for the love. It just depends on the man. Because a lot of guys, they'll just say, hey, this is my duty, this is what I'm supposed to do. You've heard KS say it, you've heard Andrew Tate say it. Hell, I believe I've said it. It's my job. That's what I got to do. But part of your job is getting home safe. I told y'all I used to work on bank trucks. That was the one fucking rule we had, other than don't steal and all that shit. Yeah, we had rules, policies, procedures, but the ultimate rule was make it home at the end of the day. It's a lot of guys that aren't making it home at the end of the day because their mind is stuck on the work that they have to do, on the work that they did, on the stuff they've been through. They can't even find peace in their own house. And a lot of times a woman is attached to it, or you haven't learned yourself to find peace when you're in a house by yourself. I'm an empty nester. God bless me. But I'm blessed for that. I get so much time to think. If I still had my daughter here, if I had my crazy ass ex here trying to be a stepfather to her kids, I would not be here trying to build with y'all. I have a bigger vision. I have a bigger mission. Everything Jordan Peterson just said about men dying, self-deletion, going through the self-checkout line, as I call it, imprisonment, those are our numbers. Usually because we have some type of feminine energy going on and we can't compartmentalize shit. It's okay to be that asshole. That's why I go by Toothpick Kofa. Shout out to Broken Traditions. Red Pool. Sigma Red. It's okay to be that asshole. You got to start compartmentalizing shit and executing. Fuck what everybody else talking about. You know what the hell you have to do. And start getting with like-minded brothers in real life. Not just here on YouTube. Not just online somewhere on socials. There's somebody in your circle or somebody that you know that you probably never fucked with before. And y'all don't know y'all got so much in common. Have that conversation. That guy that was a little bit weird, or your crew never really fucked with his crew, and that was back in high school, and now y'all still in the same city, or y'all find yourselves that moved on from that area, or those other people. Link back up with that brother. Catch up with him. See what's going on. And again, this is why I tried to do it outside, because I want y'all to get that feel of what it's like to be in a cigar lounge. I'm telling you, it's so much information in a cigar lounge. Don't sleep on it. Let me get to the next video.
If you want to do something that's difficult and that requires energy, a lot of different subsystems in your mind are going to throw up objections. It's like, well, maybe that isn't what you should be doing right now. Maybe you should be doing the dishes. Or
I'm going to pause it real quick. Please pay close attention to this because this is a human issue again, but for the brothers. Pay close attention to this.
Vacuuming or watching TV or looking at YouTube. Or if you're really sneaky, when you're trying to do something hard, what your brain does is give you something else hard to do that's not quite as hard so that you can feel justified in not doing the thing you're supposed to because you're doing something else useful. And if you give in to that temptation, which you often will, then it wins, and because it wins, it gets a little dopamine kick and it grows stronger. Anything you let win, the internal argument, grows. And anything you let be defeated shrinks because it's punished. It doesn't get to have its way. So that's another thing really to remember. Don't practice what you do not want to become. And because they're neurological circuits. You build those things in there, man. They're not going anywhere. You can build another little machine to inhibit them.
I'm going to replay that. It cut off again. I snatched some of this stuff from TikTok and IG, so it's not the full thing. I kind of just wanted to create a gumbo so we could have the conversation. I'm going to play this one again. So what he's talking about are habits. Again, remember I dropped that morning motivation a couple of days ago talking about breaking small habits just one at a time. So let me run it back.
If you want to do something that's difficult and that requires energy, a lot of different subsystems in your mind are going to throw up objections. It's like, well, maybe that isn't what you should be doing right now. Maybe you should be doing the dishes or vacuuming or watching TV or looking at YouTube. Or if you're really sneaky, when you're trying to do something hard, what your brain does is give you something else hard to do that's not quite as hard so that you can feel justified in not doing the thing you're supposed to because you're doing something else useful. And if you give in to that temptation, which you often will, then it wins, and because it wins, it gets a little dopamine kick and it grows stronger. Anything you let win, the internal argument, grows. And anything you let be defeated shrinks because it's punished. It doesn't get to have its way. So that's another thing really to remember. Don't practice what you do not want to become. And because they're neurological circuits. You build those things in there, man. They're not going anywhere. You can build another little machine to inhibit them.
Bring it back on me. Again, what he's talking about is habits, y'all. Damn, these lights are bright. Y'all give me 1 second. I think it look a little bit different because the sun's starting to go down. But what he's talking about is habits, y'all. So he was saying, you got to get this task done. Let's just say you got to work out. So you got to get up, you got to go work out, right? But use myself for example, but you know that you got to finish a YouTube video, get ready for a show tonight, right? Two things that require effort. So the habit a lot of people do is doing the one, and like he said, you feel justified. Well, at least I worked out today. I'll just phone in whatever else, doing my YouTube, maybe a little bit of time with my kids, time with my old lady. I did my stuff because I still got to go to work, right? I still got to go through my regular day. You can't keep doing regular shit regular. I should have used that clip from Kenny Smith. I'm going to have to find it again, where he said how he made the NBA was because in high school, he started doing the ordinary stuff extra. He was never extraordinary. Think about the word extraordinary. He just did the ordinary stuff extra. Instead of taking the elevator, he walked the stairs in his building. That gave him his leg strength. That put him ahead of his peers his senior year in high school, and he ended up going to North Carolina and having this great career in the NBA. So again, you have to break those small habits. I'm telling y'all, bad habit that Kofa has, like I'm quite sure some of you, as soon as I wake up, I grab the phone. And I was using the excuse, well, I had to turn off my alarm. That's why I immediately look at my phone. That was a poor excuse. I can look at my phone, cut off the alarm, and get my ass up, which is what I did today because I knew I was on a mission to make Growth Talk not only a LLC, but I had to start with the bank account. So I was on a mission. That was my goal for the day. I accomplished it, plus some other stuff. And just like you repeat that bad habit, then you start making other bad habits. So because you created a good habit, I got my ass out of bed, I was able to accomplish some other things today. Instead of just saying, oh, well, shit, that's out the way. Okay, cool. What's next? What's next? What's next? But when it's a bad habit, something that you know that you have no business doing, or something that you know has been a detriment to you, and you do it again, now it becomes your norm. We got to break these habits, bro. So I want to play that clip for you. Let's get to the next one. Hold on, let me get to y'all comments. Broken Tradition says, talk to him, fam. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, brother. Jay Fleming says, I definitely needed to hear that. I've been in South America for 4 months now. I have to keep thinking about the goal. The goal is to be here permanently.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
And again, I've said it here too, Jay. I'm trying to get there. When I retire from the military, I want this house that I'm sitting in right now paid off, and I want a spot somewhere in South or Central America. I think there's going to be my spot. I got to get over to Asia because I do love my martial arts. No, what is it? Racism or bigotry intended. But I took karate as a kid. I've always respected the martial arts. So it might be Asia. I don't know. Again, I did my job as a father. I raised mine. That's why I'm having this conversation with y'all right now, because your life does not stop because you have children. There were times I almost lost sight of myself, brothers, but don't do that. Because again, some of us sound like women. I've talked to way too many women when their kids get ready to graduate. Start paying attention, black men. Men in general, black men specifically. Start paying attention to these women. They lose their minds when their kids turn about 17, 18, because they know their whole life has been wrapped around this child. They only know to be a mother, and they start losing their shit. And it's not always a good thing when these kids turn 17, 18, 19, and they're getting ready to peel away from them. Because now she doesn't see herself as a mother because this child isn't up under her wing. Her chicks aren't right up under her wing, especially with the boys. When these boys start having to make hard decisions about college, going away to college, not community college, you'll see a lot of black women try to keep their sons right there in community college. Whether it's going away to college, and especially the military. I know I'm not the only one that peeped it, but for those that didn't think about it, just chew on it tonight. And then we'll talk about it another day. But just think about how your sister reacted when your nephew was getting ready to leave. How your cousin reacted when her son was getting ready to leave. Just take some time to think about it. I'm telling y'all, bro, start paying attention to this shit. Let me see. Quiet Storm says that man destroyed feminism in 33 seconds without commercials.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Talking about Jordan Peterson when we was talking to that lady. Big facts. JC in the building. Salute, good brother.
Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Quiet Storm says, I'm quietly setting up resources for Central/South America. I just got a couple more things to finish. God bless.
Hotter than fish grease.
Yep, Mo says everyone should heal here, then move. Wherever you go, there you are. I'm big on that too, Mo. I've told the brothers wherever you take you, wherever you go. So that's something else that brothers do recognize, and I know they recognize if they're in my chat. But at the same time, you can start making preparation for while you're going through the healing process, if he needs to heal. But while he can go ahead and start making preparations, I'm telling you, I'm trying to have this house. That's my goal, to have this house paid off in the next 5 to 6 years, well before my 30-year mortgage and all that shit. Be done, have my bills paid up, have it in the trust, have my girls straight, and have me a spot down there, probably in Colombia. Because I loved Cartagena when I was down there. I'll be in Medellin in another couple of months. So that's what I'm building toward. Mo says, I want my feet to touch Ghana. Mo, hit me up on the back channels. There's a guy here in Atlanta that takes groups like 3 or 4 times over to the continent, and he puts out the schedule well in advance. So if you're serious about going, hit me up and I'll get you in contact with that brother. Just go to my about section and hit me at growthtalk.podcast at Gmail, and then we can talk from there. Because I got to get to the continent too. Auntie says, as a woman, you have to remind yourself of just that, because being a mother is just one of the experiences you have. can't just be that identity only. That's big facts, auntie. I done seen women damn near lose their shit. DG says I'm jumping in and out of the chat. All good, brother. But yeah, even as fathers, I was adamant about me not losing myself when I was raising my daughter. And mind you, again, no shot at anybody, because I was in that position too, the weekend dad, the summer dad. But for half of her schooling, I had my daughter for like 6 or 7 years. She lived with me alone. She would go back to her mom's and visit shit, but she was with me. So I had to ensure that I never lost myself. And again, that's why I was proud of the mixtape that I played for y'all, because she was living with me at the time I recorded that album and I wrote. So I was still able to keep a piece of Kofa. So you have to find yourself, bruh. Understand who you are and do not let go of that shit for nobody. That includes your kids, your family, your mama. I don't give a fuck who. Hold on to you and build from where you are. Mo says blessings. Jay says yes, I love Cartagena. Yeah, bro. I got to get back there. That might be in November. I'm trying to work on that as well. Let me get to the next video. This one was interesting. I think this is a group that does like man building as well. I need to go do some more research on them. But this was dope. Again, another short clip, but let's go.
How many times have you walked up to a man and you shake his hand, you look at him eye to eye, but you know that he's not there with you. He's thinking about something else. That's the reality of life. How many times have you been sitting with your daughter? How many times have you been sitting with your son or your wife and you're not really present? You're not really here spiritually. You're in another place. So when we as warriors, when we become a man of war, when we become a warrior man, that changes in our lives. We prioritize clarity of mind.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Listen to me, y'all. Everything start up here. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about your workout regimen right now. I don't care about your food habits. Because in order to change anything for the better, or as my drill sergeant used to say, for the more gooder, it got to start up here. It has to start up here. You can do whatever you want to do over and over and over again, trying to create these good habits. But if you're not mentally tough, then you're not going to be able to sustain that. So it has to start up here. I just wanted to play that one because, again, what we just say, sometimes you've left yourself at work or you're ahead the next day at work and you're not present in your own home. You're not even present with yourself. So he just mentioned it. How many times have you shaken that guy's hand and looked him in the face and you know he's not there? And guess what? It's time somebody's looked at you and done that shit while shaking your hand and knew you weren't all there. So get this together up here. I don't care if you got to read or even if you do have to pray. Whatever your level of peace is, get this right first. Get your mind right first. Let me see. Quiet Storm says the body cannot live without the mind. Morpheus.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mo says, oh my God, wow. And I got to start looking at this. I want to challenge myself too, probably soon enough when I do have some more time and figure out this stuff, and challenge myself to go to one of these men's retreats for the weekend and just build with some more guys, man. Because I've seen a couple of these groups here and there online, but I've never really sat down and tried to research them and figure out where they are. You see on the back of that guy's t-shirt, it says Men of War Crucible. I don't know what the hell GXV is, but yeah, Men of War Crucible. So I'm going to try to figure that out. And the truth is, you know, you see men of different races and hues and stuff there too, if you're really paying the camera. Look, my mama calling me now. I'll call her back. Let me keep going. Mo says, and that's a business expense. Get it? Are you talking about the trip to Cartagena? Or are you talking about this? Oh yeah, you talking about the Crucible, the Men of War Crucible? It might be. I didn't even think about that. Thank you.
You go, girl.
Yep. But again, get your mind right, fellas. Everything starts up here. Everything starts up here. Once you say, again, that positive, fuck it. You know what? She left. You know what? My kid's acting a fool. You know what? This, fuck it. You got to be okay with bad shit happening because you know how to fix it. The problem a lot of men have, we try to fix it in terms of how somebody else wants it fixed, even if it is their situation. A lot of times people are bogged down with their emotions and they can't see the forest for the trees. That's why you need clarity. That's why you need stoicism. That's why you need logic. And I still owe y'all a video on stoicism. I'm going to get into that. But that's why you need that shit to keep building on. Because when you're trying to fix it with somebody and they keep pushing back, you cannot take on their emotions. Trust me, I did it. I internalized a lot of other people's emotions and feeling like I was a failure because I couldn't fix their shit. You can help. You can give them the advice. Everybody's not going to take it. You got to be okay with fuck it and walking away and not feel bad about that shit. Let me get to the next video. This is an interesting one from Trevor Noah.
I really feel like we don't speak about this enough is...
Hold on, let me pause and bring myself up. This is an interesting one from Trevor Noah. Please pay attention to this as well. I mean, all the videos pay attention to, but he dug in real deep on this one, and I want y'all to see some of the cut clips. But let's listen to Brother Trevor because he touched on something that we don't talk about enough as he's starting to say. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button.
I really feel like we don't speak about this enough is people don't realize how often men are experiencing a lack of intimacy. And the only place that they can experience that intimacy is through sex. We've created a society where men are so afraid to be vulnerable with each other, to be, sensitive with each other, to care for each other, to love each other.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
I could use a hug.
I'll give you a hug. Seems like you got a lot going on, man. It's all right. It's all right, man.
I hope we get to the place where guys go, oh, I actually didn't need the sex. I needed to be held. And I live in a society where it's hard to be held unless I'm having sex. Because as guys, you can't just go to a guy and be like, just hold me.
Oh, this is nice.
There are many sex workers who've talked about this, where they'll talk about how many men will pay them and then say, hey, can we just talk?
I want to kill myself. Fill this out.
Y'all hear that last shit? Bro just said he wanted to delete himself. And yeah, it was a movie. Yeah, it was a scene or whatever. And the lady said, fill this out. He got to fill out some forms and he thinking about offing himself. That's the type of shit that men have to deal with and nobody even thinks about. Unfortunately, a lot of times, other men.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Let me see. Give me 1 second. Jason Williams says, peace, Kofa. Peace to everyone in attendance. Yes. Yep. Mo says, not fill this out. They be doing that. They really do. They really do that too. Oh, I was muted. Again, I don't know why. But I'm back now. Yeah, I don't know. Like people, men go through shit. We're human beings. Now, as tough as we try to be, as tough as we are, because trust me, we are tough. It's a lot of shit. Even when you see that dude breaking down like that guy getting out the cop car, the cop asked him, hey man, what do you need? Like, he's like, I can use a hug. Got out the car just breaking down. When you see a man at that point, he's not soft. That means he's reached his breaking point. He's already tough through a lot of shit. Stuff that he's going to take to his fucking grave. And a lot of people don't understand that. That's why I say it's important for brothers. We got to build together. Brothers united in learning and doing. I'm going to keep saying it just in case somebody else thinks of it or tries to use it. I already didn't use it in this public space. Bitch, don't steal my shit. Brothers united in learning and doing. Again, I told you in the house of Kofa, over here in the Growth family, We do work. We put in an effort. We take losses, learn, get back up, and keep fucking going. We got to start building with each other, bro. Even when your boy is at that breaking point, just stay with him. Let me sleep on the couch, bro. No, nigga, I'm not leaving you alone tonight. What we gonna do? Everything, you're not gonna be able to drink and smoke all the problems away. You're not gonna be able to hit the strip club all the damn time. Sometimes you're gonna have to sit down and have that brother just hear you out. Sometimes you're gonna have to sit down and just hear him out. This whole man up shit, if you were really about manning up, you would help him devise a plan. You wouldn't help him suck that shit up and just keep on going. Help him build a plan. See where he's at. Know where he's trying to go. Give him some advice. Give him some help. Now you got to understand as well too. There's some men out there that do move like women and they just want to have a fucking pity party. They ain't gonna do shit. So you got to learn as a man to decipher, understand, not just with the women, but who's really in your fucking circle that's gonna rock with you like you rock with them as far as brotherhood goes. Auntie Sean says, men have a spirit that has to be nurtured as well because of strength and brawn. The healing of the soul is forgotten. That has to change.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Again, brothers, you got to start up here mentally and start in your heart. You know what the fuck you care about. You know what goals you're trying to get to. Jay Fleming just said it. Quiet Storm just said it. I said it. It's not fucking playtime. It's go time. Hell or high water. Chip away at it. I was having a conversation with my mom the other night. We were talking about some stuff and she was just basically like, well, if you start today, you one day closer. Everything not gonna be perfect. Everything not gonna line up right. DG dropped $5 on me, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Derek says, Kofa, thank you for talking to me. You know my story. I really appreciate it. Some days are real bad. I appreciate that you're just a call away.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Again, bro, you're more than welcome. Thank you for trusting me. Like real talk. Thank you. Because that shit means a lot to me. Because I have trust issues in the reverse because not a lot of people trust me because I think I shared with y'all before, I went to private school when I was younger. So I was very, very proper. So I was too white for black people, but I was still that little Negro boy for white people. So I have a issue with people not trusting me because I know I'm solid. I know I come through in the clutch. I know I come through for people. So when people don't trust me, it kind of hurts. But at the same time, I had to learn to adjust that. If you don't trust me, now that's your loss. Because I know I'm a solid one. You can take your ass over there and have all the fun and litness you can. And this is how niggas get caught up in a lot of shit. I know too many cats that they got caught up with some shit because they thought they had friends and they only had drinking and smoking buddies. And left me out in the cold. We really don't talk like that no more. We cool. We speak. But actual conversations, I can't offer that. It's taking up my time. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've gotten more love from a lot of y'all in this YouTube space than I've gotten from people that I've known damn near my whole life. Still love them, still consider them fam, but we don't talk like that no more. And I had to be okay with that. I had to build within myself. Again, brothers united in learning and doing. I had to learn, now I got to do. And I saw on the screen, I don't know if somebody hit the button on accident, but somebody hit the unlike button or the dislike button, but it's all good.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
Back on me. But picking up on what Trevor Noah was saying, there have been studies, I've read some articles where, you know, sex workers, women have literally said that shit. Like half the clients that they get, they just want to talk. They can't talk to their wife. They can't start going to therapy because that's going to be suspicious. It's easier for their wife to believe they're at the job late and he's in a hotel with some prostitute and doesn't sleep with her. He literally paid her cash money just to talk to him, just to hear his problems. I've read these articles. If you go Google it, you'll start finding that shit too. Because men need intimacy as well. And it's not only time we do receive it is when we're laying down with a woman. We can't get a hug. It's either when we're laying down with a woman or maybe on a sports field like you saw with the brothers on the football field where you can express that camaraderie, maybe in the military. Usually day-to-day, take away that type of stuff where you're like on a team type of thing, sports. Again, military is a little bit different, but even in the military, we're expected to be so hard. This is why you have a lot of people struggling with drugs and alcohol in the military. Y'all wouldn't believe it by the commercials, but like I tell people all the time, soldiers are people too. I work in the legal department. It's so many cases that have come through, and I put people out for using drugs or drunk driving, stuff like that. But when I had to look them people in the face, those were broken men. Those were broken men or near broken men. They were at that point. But it's something that, you know, isn't really discussed inside military parameters. Definitely not discussed outside as far as the military go. We're supposed to be the toughest of the tough. Y'all have no idea the shit we see. It's just like a firefighter or a police officer. Y'all know we're supposed to hate the police and all that shit. But the shit that we see and deal with and are expected to deal with and no help is coming. Again, this is why this space is important. This is why that guy's comments kind of bother me, because I know I build brothers. And for him to just look past that shit is on him. Because I know he's missing a treat because we're here building with each other. And it's not about Kofa. It's about y'all. I thank y'all. Let me get to the comments real quick. Then we're going to take I got something special for y'all. We're going to take a comedy break. But hold up. Let me get back to the comments. All good, DG, on the typo, brother. All good. Mo says, I can't imagine just being seen as a bank and discarded, and then when you are in need emotionally, for example, you are ignored or not taken seriously. No thanks. Big facts, sis.
You go, girl.
And the thing that hurts men a lot of times, Mo, we're told that women are the more emotional and softer sex, and we get some of the coldest shit from women. It don't come from a lot of other men. When guys really open up and talk and have that conversation, it's coming from the women. That's why it sounds like we're always complaining, because a lot of times a woman has done worse. A man says or does something, even if I get my ass kicked, we might be able to fight it out. With a woman, what can I do? I've asked this several times. How do I get my lick back? Nobody's been able to give me a legitimate answer. This is why so many women do this crazy ass shit. Don't worry, that's on Thursday. Auntie Sean says, I give the real to my coworker who's in their early 30s, and I tell him honestly about women. He's a good dude, and Auntie tells him don't take any shit, especially when he makes sense.
You go, girl.
Jason says truth to the brotherhood. JC says same here. JC, you know, me and you have talked offline as well, brother. Auntie says, I did the Catholic school thing too. Know what you're talking about. Yeah, it could be different. It can be different. And it had an impact on me. That's where woke Kofa came from, because I would go to the private school I went to was a Southern Baptist white Christian school. So I would go in their church literally Monday through Friday. We had chapel every day. Jesse that was in here the other night, church, when I was playing my mixtape, my brother on the mixtape with me, we were the only two black kids, because he went to school with me. We were the only two black kids in our class from kindergarten to 5th grade. I'm going to say that again. We were the only two black kids, no other girls, no other boys, just me and him from kindergarten to 5th grade. And we had chapel, church, every day. That was part of their Christian, you know, education. We had chapel for an hour every day from kindergarten to 5th grade. Saw the same hippie white Jesus on the wall. Then we would go to, he would be with his family on the weekend, I'll be with mine. But going to church, we would see the same white Jesus in the black church on the wall. It can screw you up psychologically when you really start paying attention as you grow up and start developing your own thought process. Again, that's where woke Kofa came from. But I digress. That was a slight pivot. Mo says, no wonder we never met. I was in those janky Columbus public schools.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You know where Edgewood Park was, Mo? That's where the Christian school was down the street from. That's where we played Little League baseball. And I used to stay down the streets from Wesley Heights, from that elementary school. I don't know if it's the elementary or middle school. I think it was the elementary school. I used to stay down the street from Wesley Heights. But yeah, I went to private school down there in Columbus. One time for the C-Town. Columbus, Georgia, y'all, not Columbus, Ohio. Nothing against Ohio, but Columbus, Georgia. DG says, I've been told I don't sound black, so I know what you're saying.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Jason says, man, some days I'm Brother J. Other days I'm Dr. J. I'm the guy that gives my people the couch because they know I'll listen. I'm not going to judge. And if I can, I will help.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mo said broken traditions. I think you've been summoned to the office. Broken traditions. Page and broken traditions. Broken traditions come to Mo's office. Jason says, yep, on Power Book of Canaan. His pops had a prostitute for years that he hired mostly just to speak to because he had no one else to speak to.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I forgot about that. But yeah, that's true too. Mo says, yeah, they don't have proper counseling for military. It's messed up. I got a story to tell y'all. I ain't even ready to share it yet. It's not that serious, but yeah, it's not even worth sharing for real. But I'll have that conversation one day. Not tonight though. Quiet Storm says you can't save them all. Big facts. Mo says she got her popcorn and her drink for the comedy break. Auntie Sean says we didn't have a mass every day, but we had that damn religion class. Learned.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Oh, learn the truth about religion going through that. Big facts. We live by double churches, good school, but I was bused to the hood. Wow. Where they sent you, Mo? Where you went to school at? But anyway, so we're going to pivot real quick, get a little comedy break, then get back to the seriousness, and then we're going to wrap up. But I had to add this in here, especially after that Trevor Noah clip, because we just need to laugh right now. But yeah, so this is the confidence I want all the brothers out there to have. So Mo had her popcorn and her drink ready. So Mo, this guy's for you.
Oh, what up, guys? Look at the drip today. The drip nuts. Gee whiz. Gee willikers, Batman. Is that drip? Ooh. Ooh. This is what it look like if I walk up on your girl right now. Yo. You trying to do something or what?
I'm sorry, that shit was silly as fuck to me. Bruh, if you don't have confidence like that, you got some shit to work on. Cause that motherfucker had a big ass head. He still had his drip on, still talk shit, still put that shit out on the damn internet, man. Y'all better find some goddamn confidence, fellas. Let me tell you like this, man. It sounds fucked up. Somebody always got it worse. Stop comparing your step 1 to somebody else's step 50. They're ahead of you. It sounds fucked up. You better look back at somebody that got a little bit less than you, because you could be that bum ass dude on the corner. Look where you at, start where you at, and go from there. And you need to get buddy confidence, man. Get you some fucking drip. There says what? Sean says he had swag. You see how he rocked that arm before he rolled up on the old girl? Mo says, laugh my ass off. That's that Alabama police chief every time he about to get ready for a press conference. Hey, man, bro was clean.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Jason Williams says drip for sale for show. Look, man, you better find that confidence. But yeah, Mo, that chief, somebody was hating on him. I think in Theo's chat, they were saying he was dressed like a pimp or some shit. But I like that suit, man. That shit was kind of cold to me. But maybe it's just us two, Mo. But let's get back to the content, man. I had to throw dude in there. I'm gonna start doing that. These little fun ass clips I find on the internet, man. The internet is undefeated. So again, you can find a happy place on the internet. You can find good information on the internet. You can go down your timeline and fuck around and get depressed looking at all this crazy shit, man. Let me tell y'all my favorite IG page. Don't judge Kofa when you go. But it's an IG page called Kids Getting Hurt.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Man, if you ever laughed at your brother or sister when they ass flipped off the slide, this shit is going to be a treat for you. Remember, I told you, go find a damn page. Kids Getting Hurt. And the parents are submitting these damn videos of kids swinging at fucking pinatas and somehow ending up in the sticker bushes and shit like that. Shit is hilarious. Sorry. But yeah, I get me a good laugh usually waking up in the morning. When I do scroll, that's where I start at. Kids Getting Hurt. It sounds fucked up, but you're going to hell with me.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yeah. Mo says, not that name. Yes. It's fucking hilarious. Man, it's all kinds of kids. Kids are just, stop running, Johnny. Stop running. Run into a door. Or the damn puppy get excited. They out there playing and the puppy tackle the kid. Man, that shit is fucking hilarious. I don't give a damn. Y'all, like I said, when y'all go to that page, y'all going to hell with me. Let's get back to the content, man. So this is my homeboy. Again, I played a couple of his videos. I got to find some long form content. Maybe it's age, maybe it's what he's seen, but he'll go to Russian Boss again. Just talk about the 3 things that men are missing. And he was dead on target with it. Let's go.
So many men depressed. Why? Because 3 elements missing in life. Purpose, responsibility, brotherhood.
Did y'all hear that? I'm going to play it one more time. Then I'm going to comment. Listen close. 3 things that men are missing.
So many men depressed. Why? Because 3 elements missing in life. Purpose, responsibility, brotherhood.
One more time and then I'm going to talk about them.
So many men depressed. Why? Because 3 elements missing in life. Purpose.
3 elements are missing in life. Number 1, purpose. What do you have going on? What do you have going on? Take it outside of your family, your woman, and your kids. What do you have going on? YouTube, building men, period. I always wanted a job where I was helping people. People would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, when I was little, and I always used to jokingly but seriously say, I want to be Batman. I wanted that bread, I wanted that car, and I wanted to help people. That's why I went into the legal field. I'm not a lawyer, but that's why I went into the legal field. My mind is always looking at things to research and trying to figure it out. Like, I really get into those slow burn thrillers, those investigative movies and TV shows. Like, I'll be trying to figure this shit out. I try to put myself in the seat of the writer that wrote the actual script and try to come up with the plot twist before the plot twist. Like, I'm that guy. So I always thought about helping people. My mind is always racing like that. So coming into this space, trying to figure out really what's going on with men. This is why I go through these type of videos and this content. So again, you got to find your purpose, bro, outside of your family. Your purpose, it. In your mind, pretend for a little bit. At some point in the day, everybody needs time to get their thoughts together. At some point in the day, pretend like you don't have fucking kids, you don't have a family. You're in this world 100% on your own. Not no distant cousins, nothing. Just literally on some pox shit. You against the world. What is your purpose? When you can actually block out your kids, when you get this mental part right, and you can do that for at least 30 minutes a day, nothing else exists but you and figuring out your purpose. Once you figure out that purpose, then you go hard at that shit. Hell, high water, slip up, fuck up, fall back, do it over again 2-3 times. Figure out your purpose, because once you got the purpose, now you got a direction. So that's the first element that a lot of men are missing. Purpose. Let's get to the second one.
Responsibility.
Responsibility. Let me bring it back some. The second thing a lot of men are missing is the responsibility. Those two can go hand in hand. A lot of times, men will pick up responsibility for things that we're not responsible for, i.e. single moms. I'm going to use that as an example. We all know. You're picking up responsibility that is not yours. What is your true responsibility? After you've gotten out that 30-minute block of pretending you don't have kids and you know your purpose, now you can get back to the responsibility of feeding your family. Guess what? It's going to be easier. Shit is going to stress you out less. I promise you. I fucking promise you. Because once I discovered my purpose and I knew this was going to be it, helping people, whether it was YouTube, writing, my creativity, once I figured out that purpose, I became a better parent. My daughter might disagree, but I became a better parent. I was able to give her clearer guidance. Whether she gave me pushback as a teenager and all that shit, the things that used to bother me as a parent of trying to parent a teenage girl, that shit is water off a duck's back for me now. Love her. Going to give her guidance. Going to be there for my youngest. Going to deal with these women accordingly, because I'm only taking care of the responsibilities that I have to take care of. That's what he's speaking to. He's not talking about the responsibilities of picking up everybody else's slack, carrying somebody else's water. I did another morning motivation not too long ago where I said, once you learn to carry your own water, you'll realize the importance of every drop. Again, once you carry your own water, you'll understand the importance of every drop. Stop taking on everybody else's water. Pick your own shit up. So purpose, responsibility, and the third one, which is tonight's conversation.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Nobody's going to know what the hell you're going through like another man. Not on no gay shit. Nobody's going to know what you're going through like another man. This is why women have a sisterhood. As false as we see it is a lot of times. But when brothers have brotherhood, this is why women be trying to take shots at men and say, you always with your boys, you gay, this, that, and the third. A lot of times women are jealous that we actually have a fucking brotherhood. A lot of them can't say that with their sisterhood. Again, all it takes is a girls' trip and a birthday party. 17 years of friendship gone down the toilet.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
With men, fist fight, cuss each other out, damn near kill each other. That's still my fucking brother. Hell or high water. Short of fucking somebody's wife, there's nothing that's going to break men's actual bond. When y'all solid like that, when y'all really like that, it's going to take God and an act of Congress to break that bond between brothers. But again, I just wanted to play that. I love these little clips that people are putting out with this guy. I got to go, because I guess he got a longer interview. I'm going to have to go find this shit because bruh be dropping jewels. He ain't missed yet in any of the videos I played. Let me get to y'all comments. Let me slide it back over to me real quick and get to y'all comments. Let me see. Quiet Storm says, R.I.P. Coolio. Yes, R.I.P. Auntie Sean says, ever see the clip on the school bus? Wouldn't sit his ass down. Bus driver had a medical emergency and his ass bounced all over the back of the bus. Hilarious. Lord, I did not see that. Jay Will says, my bad. Went to kids getting hurt. They got 5.6 million followers. You won't be alone.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
I told y'all, man. Auntie Sean said she going over there. Jerome says that white boy who swag was on 1000 needs to be permanently segue on the show. Instant classic.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Chucky says exactly. Stephen Dunn in the building. What's going on, good brother? He says God and an act of Congress. Yep.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
To break a true brotherhood. And Steve, I believe you over there in Asia and you in Japan. You already know them samurais, or even if you know true shinobi ninja history, you know they like that. This is why these warrior monks over in China like that. And yes, before anybody says it, some of the samurais were gay, but not all of them. But anywho, but yeah, a true brotherhood minus the gay shit. True brotherhood, God and the act of Congress to break that up. Chucky Nichols says they lack reason, and when the emotional crap takes over and they hurt each other, as you just said, 17 years of friendship down the toilet. Brothers can fight like dogs, hang out the next day.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
Y'all know Ty, my homeboy, sometimes he's in the chat, but he just saw Creed 3. I thought he had saw it already. I don't know why I thought we had talked about it, but he just told me the other day that he just saw it. So he was talking about, bro, that shit was, I was like, about brotherhood? Yes. And then boom, 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 we started talking about it, man. That's a great example. That's a great movie about brotherhood. Quiet Storm says, I fought my best friend till we both started bleeding. The very next day, that man said he'd take a bullet for me. That statement hit me different.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease.
That's big talk, bro. We can up and down. When that fucking call come through, Another great example. I don't know if anybody is on the show like that, but I'm an avid power head. All of them. I watch all the spinoffs and stuff too. But the original one, Ghost and Tommy, brotherhood. Great fucking example. Like, motherfucker, hey, I get to kill you. Nobody else gets to do that shit. I get to fight you. Nobody else gets to do that shit. And vice versa. But when shit hit the fan, they always had each other back until Ghost's last breath. Sorry if I just did a spoiler alert for somebody, but yeah, still worth a watch. I still love the show. I think I'm caught up on the comments. Yep. I appreciate everybody. Let me get to this next clip. So those are the three things a lot of men are missing. It was purpose, responsibility, your responsibility, and brotherhood. A lot of that shit will cure a lot of depression. I'm still big on going to therapy, but a lot of that stuff will cure a lot of depression, and because it puts you in a different mind state and a different focus. Let's keep going. Let me keep this, and then we're gonna roll into another one. I'm gonna nerd out a little bit, but listen to this real quick clip, but just pay attention.
A big flex is being low key. Nobody knows what's going on in your life, where you are, who you are with, or your next move unless you make it known. Stop publishing everything. Privacy is peace.
By three tenets. Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Hide in plain sight. And never compromise the brotherhood. Collectively.
Let me bring it back on me. So that privacy is peace is a real thing. Yes, get your privacy too. Y'all see some of this, some people are going to say, oh, you're contradicting yourself. First you're talking about a brotherhood, then you're talking about go back to the pack, then you're talking about a lone wolf, now you're talking about privacy. What I'm talking about is balance. Even in brotherhood, give you another, let me nerd out again for those of us to know. Ninja Turtles. I'm the red one. Raphael would spaz out sometimes and he would storm the fuck off. And Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello knew just leave him the fuck alone. Let him cool off. Let him relax. They knew their brother. They knew he needed that time alone. They knew their brother. So you got to know your brother just like you know yourself. sometimes, yes, privacy is peace. And when you're ready, after you sorted through that stuff, you done went through your mental Rolodex of who you can trust, who you can call, what you need to do, next steps, all that shit. Then you know what to do. You do know who to call on in your brotherhood. That's why it's important to start building one. We have so many of the same experiences. I'm down here in Atlanta, grew up in Alabama and Georgia, just back and forth between Columbus, Georgia, and different parts of Alabama. And now I'm here in Atlanta. And I know some of y'all on the West Coast, some of y'all up north, but I know you're relating what I talk about, because we have so many of the same experiences. That last clip that I played from my mixtape the other night was Scarface saying, you know, no matter where we from, is people going to be able to relate to this because we all got the same story. We just tell it a different way. But we all got the north, south, east, west. We got the same story, man. Things are so similar of what black men have had to deal with in this country. It is imperative that we build a brotherhood, bro. And I promise you, I'm going to do my fucking part. I promise you, I got us as far as I can take us. I'm going to do my part. Again, build. Brothers united in learning and doing. That's what we're going to do. So now let me pivot on this last clip and nerd out one more time. So what you're going to hear, I clipped out a couple of other parts, is the tenets of Assassin's Creed. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. A little bit of history. The Assassins actually existed. That group of brotherhood, they actually existed, just like the samurai, just like the ninja, just like the knights, Templar, just like the knights of, you know, old London and shit like that. The assassins did exist. So the game is loosely based off their history. Of course, they took creative license with it and, you know, made up the different games and stuff like that. But the three tenets are very important, in my opinion. I told you, I like reading, I like creativity, I like art. To me, Assassin's Creed as a game is very artful. All the things they've done, they taken different pieces of history, some true, a lot not. They remixed it. But the people that made the game are from a multicultural group, like across the board, when they're making these different games, because they take place in different places, some in France, one in New Orleans, Asia, different stuff like that. So, but the tenets across the board, I say all that to say, no matter where the Assassins Brotherhood was, whether it was a bureau in the Middle East, Africa, England, the tenets were the same. And that's what I'm working on with B.U.I.L.D, the things that we must do as far as the brotherhood to keep it going. And nobody can break that. So that's what I want for B.U.I.L.D. So I'm kind of nerding out. I'm going to try to pause it. I thought I had I thought I dropped the audio on it, but it didn't come up. I don't know. But I'll try to pause it and then explain the chess pieces that are on the board, and then we're going to close out. But yeah, I had to nerd out on my Assassin's Creed, but just pay attention to what's being said about the three tenets of the brotherhood. Here we go.
By three tenets. Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Hide in plain sight. And never compromise the brotherhood. Collectively, these tenets are known as the Assassin's Creed.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
So those are the tenets of Assassin's Creed. You stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. You're not going to hurt nobody that ain't trying to, you know, hurt you or whatnot. What happened? Oh, that's what it did. I see what it did. It didn't open up an audio. So stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Never compromise the brotherhood and shit. I forgot the third one too. Let me play it again. God damn it. Bring it back on me. Bring it back.
By three tenets. Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Hide in plain sight. And never compromise the brotherhood. Collectively, these tenets are known as the Assassin's Creed.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
So yeah, I had to play that a little bit different for the audio, because that was a clip from the actual Assassin's Creed movie, which was a A lot of people shit on it. They didn't stay true to the game. I wish they need to redo it. But Michael K. Williams was in it. RIP to him, aka Omar from The Wire. But he was in that movie. It was okay. His part was dope, but moving on. So yeah, stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. You're not gonna hurt anybody that's not trying to hurt you. That's a big thing. And I want to use the Assassin's Creed tenets because they still apply in real life. Yes, it's a video game, different things like that, but they still apply. You can learn from anything, anywhere, shit that makes sense. So you're not going to try to verbally harm anybody either because it's unnecessary. Again, as Kevin Samuels used to say, people don't realize that there's always a low-level threat of violence when men are in a heated debate. So men that don't deserve that, women that don't deserve that, children, whatever, you still have to be that protector. It starts with protecting yourself, starting up here first, then the people in your circle, then you can spread out, to the general public if you were so like. So stay your blade, your tongue. Don't do any undue harm to anybody. Goes back to the video I played right before. Privacy is peace. So you want to hide in plain sight. A lot of times as men, we get caught up trying to be with the crowd. I've talked to a couple of brothers that said they were reformed pookies. Like I'm a reformed simp. Same thing. You're overdoing it. It's too much. It's literally too much going on. Remember, I'm going to get to the peace in a minute. Remember, the king only moves one space at a time. So you got to be able to hide in plain sight without drawing too much attention to yourself. Because now this attention that's coming to you, you're going to be expected to perform outlandish feats, all these extraordinary things. But you did that shit to yourself as an individual. And if you're doing that shit to yourself, now you've broken the third tenet in Assassin's Creed. You've compromised the brotherhood. Because a chain is only strong as its weakest link. Now, because your ass got to put on a fucking show, that's slowing down the progress of the business that you're supposed to have going on with some of your brothers. Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm making sense. A lot of times that guy, he's getting all this attention. He's getting pulled in so many directions. How can he be of use to the brotherhood when he's expected to perform for the general public? Make that make sense. It's not going to happen. So again, yes, nerding out. Stay your blade. Don't do harm to anybody that didn't deserve it, doesn't earn it. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the brotherhood, because that's going to be your backbone. It's a lot of brothers that going to catch hell trying to find a wife. You can find some woman to marry, but until that day comes when you find a wife, you need a brotherhood. You need a circle. You need a pack. Even if you are, like me, the lone wolf, you need to be able to walk on your own, but you need to be able to come back to a circle or a group to build with, to continue to build with. Then you take your skills elsewhere, build something else so they can come. Another brother takes his skills somewhere else, builds something so the rest of y'all can come, and vice versa. Then when everybody spreads out, you got connections everywhere because you got a fucking brotherhood. Even if you started out on your own and other people they just know you. These are my brothers. They helped me get here. They're the reason that you know my face. They're the reason you know my name. When y'all share this content, when y'all come in these chats, when y'all share y'all finances with me, you didn't have to give me those super chats. That shit means the fucking world to me. Don't nobody know Kofa unless y'all tell them to know Kofa. Now, while I'm doing the work, yes, and getting out there, and just like y'all discover me, other people will too. But I still rely on y'all to share the comment and hit like. And hopefully y'all are relying on me, and I hope that I'm doing a good job. I trust that I am with presenting you with this information and giving you an ear and a voice to make things make sense. I'm not a financial guru. I'm going to start doing interviews and bringing other brothers, professional brothers on here to try to get into that stuff too, because I really do want to build men. But first, the thing that I know Kofa's good at, I got a listening ear. I've been through it. I'm not ashamed of what I've been through. So I don't want you to be ashamed because I know you've been through similar. I'm good at getting this up here in a logical way, not on no manipulation, seduction type of shit, tricking you into, just giving me super chats and hitting the like button and all that shit. No, I know the information and the way that I'm speaking to you is genuine. And I know that you know that too on the other side of the fucking computer. So again, the 3 tenets of the Assassin's Creed. Again, it's a game, yes. The group actually existed. I got a couple of books on them. Again, I told y'all I'm a nerd. So I'm reading up on those as well. But the 3 tenets: stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Don't do no harm to no damn body that didn't do harm to you or didn't earn that shit. Didn't earn that ass whooping. Hide in plain sight. You don't got to put on no fucking show. Privacy is peace. Never fucking compromise the brotherhood. When shit hits the fan, you gonna have to call on a man. Woman after woman that we know, stop acting like women. A lot of men out there that need to hear this. Stop acting like women. Because a lot of women be quick to say, I don't need no man. As soon as things get hairy, who's the first person they call? A man. Even if she's finessing him, using him for his money, she still made that fucking call to a man. Stop believing these bras. I left this up here for a reason. This is another thing somebody kind of put together from Assassin's Creed. You see, money is the king. I had to use the chess pieces. Money is the king. That's the king piece. This is our society, right? The government is the queen. They can make all types of moves, do whatever the hell they want to do. The bishop is literally the bishop. That's religion, because people do use religion. The black church here's looking at you to control people and try to run people's pockets. The military is the knight. Another great representation. That's one of the organizations I'm involved in. Because when shit hit the fan, martial law gets called. Who comes out? The National Guard. I'm in the reserve. I'm not going out there. But if things were to really, really get crazy and we had to handle business on American soil, which would be a fucking sad day, then the reserves and the active duty army would probably get that card. This is the military would get that call, excuse me. Then what is your rook? The castle where everything resides. Corporations. Shout out to Andre from Andre and Andrea Love Crossing Borders.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Shout out to that brother. He's a Blue Book gentleman, passport bro. He's down there in Colombia with his wife, but he said something so real and it stuck with me. And Andre, if you see this shit, bro, I'm stealing it and I'm fucking running with it, but I'm always going to give you your credit. We do not live in a country here in the United States of America. We live in a corporation. This is the United Corporations of America, which circles right back to what? That king, that dollar. Get your mind right, fellas. Get your money right. So between the money, government, religion, military, and corporations, here lies you in the middle with the Assassin's Creed logo. What's the other piece for those that, have been understanding the chess talk we've been doing a little bit lately? That's supposed to be the pawn. That's you, though. We've all started out as a pawn. Become that quote-unquote assassin. Learn to kill something in your life that needs to go. Bad habits, poor people taking up your time, not literally kill them, figuratively get rid of them. Assassinate these bad habits. Assassinate the negativity. This you part is supposed to be a pawn. Stop being the pawn. Play the game. Learn the game. Like I always say about chess. Learn how the pieces move. Learn how money works. Learn how the government works. Learn how religion works. Learn how the military works. Learn how these corporations work. In the middle of that shit is you. Learn to assassinate that shit. Build the brotherhood. And the last thing he said, we work in the dark to serve the light. You see at the bottom of the screen, it says, it's your move. You get to decide how you want to play these things. Bring it back on me. Let me get to y'all comments real quick. What did I miss? What I married? Y'all was in here cooking. There we go. Quiet Storm says, just like that scene in The Town when Ben Affleck told Jeremy Renner, we about to hurt some people, but I can't say any more details. Jeremy Renner asked one question. Whose car are we going to take?
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Brotherhood. A movie, yes, but when it go down like that, okay, shit, who driving? You ready? Where they at? Let me see. Auntie Sean says, words to live by. Yes, privacy is peace. And this the thing about that clip that it didn't go into. The less people know, the less they can try to disrupt. Say that one more time. The less people know, the less they can try to disrupt in your life. Be selective with who you share things with. Because as the saying goes, half the people don't care that you got those problems, and the other half of them are glad that you do. Be selective with who you share with. Again, the importance of building a brotherhood. Mark Cooper in the building. Appreciate you being in here, brother. He says, true, I don't do Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, Snapchat. Peaceful 100.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Stephen Dunn says the OG Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comics were violent and dark as hell.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mo says, is there a Brotherhood Discord channel? I'm not trying to join. Let me see. Mo says, build Discord channel.
You go, girl!
And you know what, sis? I'm going to do that. You see, brothers, the sisters do have some use. They some good folk. What's going on, Mo? Thank you, sis. That's good, because now that I am monetized, I do have to build my membership tiers, and having a Discord was an option. I'm going back and look at it, but because of you, I'm going to shout you out. I'm going to make sure you always get your credit, sis. I got you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Yep. So Build is going to be my Discord channel. Saying it here. Don't y'all motherfuckers go over there and steal it. If somebody does go steal it, just understand.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
Let me keep on going. Jerome says we don't walk to the store no more. You dig? Remember that? We could just pull up in something. It's been a long time, bro, that I actually walked to the store with one of my partners. That's been a long time, bro. And you know how many good conversations brothers had walking to the damn store, man. Let me see. DJ says, interesting. My game is Final Fantasy. A group of people come together and become a family, working together toward a single goal. No matter the odds, they stick together and made it work. And that's similar to Assassin's Creed, bro. It came out of order, like chronological order. But if you start with Assassin's Creed Origins, you'll see how everything got kicked off in, historically in the Assassin's Creed universe. Jerome says, you get down on God of War, the new one. I haven't, and my homeboy, the brother I just mentioned, Ty, that we were talking about, Creed 3, he been on my ass about it. He's like, bro, you got to get on God of War. So I got to get on him, man. That's probably going to be in the fall when I'm making some soup and some chili and just in the house. It's cold and I'm chilling. So that's probably going to be it this winter. Auntie Sean says, I look forward to your shorts. They start my day.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Thank you, Auntie. You'll always be one of the first people, if not the first, to comment a lot of times. Thank you. That means a lot, because it was a point in time I almost stopped doing the shorts. It was something going around on YouTube was like that doing shorts was pointless and stuff like that. But the morning motivation kind of became my stick, so I'm going to stick with it. And I did feel bad because I didn't do one yesterday. But I apologize, but I had you today. Quiet Storm says, I smell a collab with Pocket Watching with JT.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
I definitely might have to reach out to that, bro. I'm going to reach out to a lot of these people. I'm just trying to really get in my rhythm, lock in my monetization, really understand the YouTube space, Quiet Storm, as I continue to grow. Again, I'm trying to do the boring stuff first and then, get into, really, really expanding and doing interviews. It's a lot of brothers in my life personally I know men that are therapists, psychologists, black males. Again, I got to interview Gary Davis, the brother with the Next Level Boys Academy program that I shared with y'all a couple of weeks ago. It's a lot of black men that I know are professional and solid and just got so much more wisdom than I do. And I got to be able to give that to y'all through them. So it's coming. Steven says, I've gained plenty of wisdom. Quiet Storm says, I'm retired. I did my 21 years.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
It says, I'm tired. And that's what I'm going to end up with. So in the reserves, you got to have like good years. There's so many points. So I missed some points 1 year. So I lost a year. So technically next month I'll have 15 years in, but on paper I only have 14. So I'm gonna end up doing about 21 as well, Quiet Storm, but it's all good. Jason Williams says, who are the pawns, Kofa? We're supposed to be the pawns, but they replaced the pawn with the Assassin's Creed logo to change your mindset. That's why I was speaking on that. Learn how to play those different games within the corporation, the military, understand money and all that. So again, we're supposed to be these pawns, but again, be the Assassin's Creed logo. Understand how things work and get rid of the stuff that doesn't need to be in your life. Auntie Sean says, I know what you speak on. We are in a establishment known as a corporation. Many don't know this. That's big facts.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Never forget that the United States of America was a fucking experiment. Our version of democracy and government was never done before in the history of the world. America is still a young ass country, only 200 some years old, where you had Greece and Ghana, the Gold Coast and Africa, Egypt, of course. Like, America's young and we already fucking up. Throwing temper tantrums is basically what it is. We're the baby country in the world and we're throwing temper tantrums. That's why the country looks like it looks. Jason Williams says, yes, protect the king at all costs. Remember, the king was money, so you got to protect the king in your life too. So yes, protect the king at all costs. Jason Williams says, got to be ready to sacrifice that bitch. Can't be in love with all them pieces on the board.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Mo says, not some use. Ha ha ha. All jokes says, I really do appreciate that. That is going to be the Discord name. I'm saying it here. Anybody out there that tries to steal it, you already played the button for you. Fuck you and your family, bitch. But shout out to Mo for that idea. Yes. The Quiet Storm says, you make this Sigma Talk the highest tier of membership.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Okay, I'll go back and I'll start restructuring. So I know the highest tier, one of the perks is going to be when I start selling merch, y'all are going to get those that join the membership. So the way I got it structured right now, I have it structured as the chess pieces. So the lowest tier right now, after it gets approved, I don't have YouTube open. I don't know if it got approved yet. They said it might be a couple of days. But the lowest tier right now is the Bishop and the Knight. So I have Bishop / Knight. That's $2.99. The Rook membership is, I want to say, $6.99. I just did this last night, y'all. Bear with me. And the King / Queen membership is $13 or $14.99. So with the highest tier, the King Queen membership, you're gonna get a certain percentage. Trust me, I'm gonna make it worthwhile. A good percentage off of the merch that I sell. So that's gonna be an incentive. That's gonna be one of the perks. When everything is structured, I'll bring it up on the screen. I'll let you guys know when it's actually like solidified. Jason Williams says, yo, that FU kid kills me every time.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
Like I said, Jay Will, I don't know who did what to that baby, but she was not having that shit. Steven says, remember that scene from Backdraft when Kurt Russell's character, while holding onto his firefighter brother's hand as he was hanging off the ledge about to fall, he told him, if you go, I go. Big facts. And that's how that shit goes. It really in brotherhood. Anybody that put on a uniform like Quiet Storm, like, yeah, we're supposed to do stuff like we used to say, well, on our uniform, it says, U.S. United States Army. But we always say, what does this say? us army. Like we in it together. There's a brotherhood, there's a sisterhood, there's a core. And then you find even your own little cliques and pockets where y'all even tighter than tight. It goes beyond the uniform. And that's a beautiful thing. You join something that was bigger than you locked in, and then you found an even deeper bond and brotherhood in that. But again, I can go on for days about that, but like Quiet Storm said, when you tired, you tired. That's how I know after these 6 years, 5-6 years that I retire, I'm done. I'm already looking toward that time. That's why I keep talking about leaving the fucking country. Auntie Sean says, I think you can reach 10 to 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm speaking that into existence for you.
Got it! Hotter than fish grease!
You go, girl!
I received that, Auntie. Again, my goal next was 5,000 subs. But I'm going to take that 10 to 25,000 challenge. I'm going to take that challenge. Thank you. Look, Quiet Storm says, yep, you go, we go. Never leave a man behind. Y'all, I'm going to wrap up, man. We've been on here right at 2 hours. What did I say? I thought this was going to, man, these little clips were so fucking short. I was like, we're not going to be on here that long tonight. I did it again, J.Will. I'm going to call that the curse of J.Will. Every time I say we're not going to be on here long, man, we end up hitting damn 2 hours. That's the curse of J.Will. Yeah, we're good, y'all. Go ahead and get into this outro. Y'all know what it is. This is Growth Talk. This has been Growth Talk Podcast. Growth stands for Gentlemen Reaching Our Wealth Through Healing, where we help men find a positive fuck it. I am your host, Kofa, K-O-F-A, not coffee, not kufu, not Kofi, or any variation thereof. Kofa rhymes with sofa. Easy to say, easy to spell. Y'all stop fucking that shit up. Easy to say, easy to spell. Kofa rhymes with sofa. I appreciate everybody being in here. Any new subscribers that I may have, I don't know why my system was glitching again. It's supposed to give me an emoji to come up and let me know that you guys subscribe. So if somebody did subscribe and I don't know, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me check my phone. I know, thank you for everybody that sent the super chats in earlier. Let me check my phone, see if I got any cash apps. No, all good. I still love y'all. I really appreciate everybody rocking with me. Y'all made the brother feel good tonight. For sticking and staying with me with the technical issues we had in the beginning. Hopefully that won't happen anymore. I'll do my part, keep my ass inside this studio and keep cooking with y'all where the computer can stay cool and we can go ahead and run into the content. Again, new subscribers, new viewers, thank you. I go live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I am in the lovely city of Atlanta, Georgia. If you catch me out, don't fight me because I don't owe your ass any damn money. Just give me a high five, say what's up, that you like the program. If you see me out in these Atlanta streets, more than likely you'll catch me at a cigar bar. But again, I thank everybody for being in here. We getting ready to roll up out of here. Look, Jay Williams said 2 hours blessing it is. Fill this form out. Go for 6. No, sir, not tonight. We have not had a marathon since me and BT went for like 5 or 6 hours on that closeout for the May challenge. But anyways, y'all, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all see I had to leave my cigar outside, come inside, cook with y'all. So I got to go back outside and finish my goddamn stick because that motherfucker was getting good. I appreciate everybody being in here. I'm going to continue to work on the back end as I get more solidified in this YouTube space. Again, I'll let y'all know as I continue to grow with the memberships and I hit the full monetization, which I'm only like 800 hours away. So thank you again. Let me go ahead and close out before I get to rambling. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. It ain't shit you can do about it. As always, brothers and sisters, remember, you matter. You're not crazy. Make better choices. Peace. I'll catch y'all Thursday for Thought Thursday. Let me get up out of here. I'll holler at y'all, man. Peace. Y'all have a good night.